Ah, hell. The flashing light again. I'm not going to be on this very long, but you know, it's just as well if the human race dies out. I was at a flea market yesterday, and I was looking at stuff, and it was the first time in since January that I'd been there, and that was agony when I was there, because that was right about the time that I hurt myself so bad. And anyway, I found these really cute resin um, uh, items that you can hang up on, say, on a bathroom wall or something like that. They're really cute. And one is of a seahorse, and the other is of an octopus. And the octopus ones were in various colors. And there was a woman, and I picked up one of each later on. But there was this woman that was interested in, and she was with her husband, presumably. And she was looking at the octopus, and she was about ready to buy it. She really liked it. And, you know, the woman that made it, the seller, you know, said, are you going to go ahead and buy it? And then she talked to her husband. She talked to her damn husband. She says, well, my husband says no. I'm thinking, what in the goddamn fuck? What century are you in? Really and truly, what damn century are you in? This isn't like it was a $2,000 purchase or a $200 purchase. This was like 20 bucks for one of those. But her husband says no. But you can bet if he wants something that she'll cave into him and he gets his way. And you know, I was thinking about what my late sister said about how damn stupid women can be. They can be absolute idiots when it comes to men. And then there's like this one neighbor guy, and he's a real bum as far as I'm concerned. He's like 65 years old, and he's still doing physical labor. Instead of retiring and stuff, he's still doing physical labor. And well, at least he owns a mobile home, so he's not totally useless. But I have to say, there's nothing more disgusting than a man who takes advantage of a woman's kindness. And after a few years, he finally found another girlfriend after the last one. And this woman comes over every single day, almost every day, and she cooks dinner for him. She has no car. He drives her to his place here, and she's there for a couple of hours, and he takes her home and then comes back. She cooks his damn dinner. What the damn fuck? Fucking entitlement is that? It just makes me mad. It totally makes me mad that women do this stuff, that they still do ask a man's permission for anything, no matter what a small amount it is, or willing to cook and be used. Cooking clean and give her body up, presumably. And he doesn't give anything in return. And it's just disgusting. And this is equally disgusting. This was in a lot of the media recently. And what a name to be called Ciment. Because after I read this, she had to have a brain of cement. Not just, you could excuse it for being 17 and falling prey to a predator, a 47-year-old predator who happened to be your teacher. But you have to have a mind of cement to stay married to that son of a bitch until he died. Anyway, so it isn't just an age gap. The age gap is bad enough, and you can find an excerpt over here of her book that she realized at 60-some years old, oops, I guess I was being taken advantage of. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. But it wasn't socially acceptable in 1970 to have an old guy pushing 50 years of age hitting on you. Hitting on a student. That wasn't appropriate then. And it sure shit isn't now. It gets you fired. And if you're a K-12 teacher in public ed, you get your license taken away. Hell, in some states, like in Nevada where I used to work, you go to jail for it. You go to prison for that. And so it's, and that's K through 12. But she was not a legal adult. And yet, it took her years to figure out, well, maybe he was taking advantage of me. And then Slate had an article here about it. And it isn't about love. That's about somebody taking advantage. Just like that damn dude that lives right a couple of houses from me. And he's taking advantage. Taking advantage of somebody's vulnerability or somebody's kindness. And that's really, I've talked about men being con artists. And that's kind of what it is. And this guy was famous. That doesn't make it any better. In some ways, it makes it worse. Any adult who has sex with a minor, the age of consent was 18, is committing statutory rape, which we have come increasingly to regard as indistinguishable from other forms of rape. And the reason is that brain development is not there until at least age 25. And definitely not with kids. Being categorized on this point helps prevent predators from wriggling out from under that label by using any number of shop-worn rationales, claiming that the child was willing, protesting that the child seemed to be of age, etc. We are certain now that what Meshes or whatever the fuck his name is, did was absolutely wrong. However, Ciment felt about it at the time. Ciment, too, knows that it was wrong. Even after more than 4 decades of marriage to him, Ciment writes, try as I might, I cannot imagine how he was justifying his behavior to himself. Was he telling himself that a 17-year-old had bewitched him? Of course he did. Of course he did. He was an asshole, and she was stuck with that piece of crap. Good Lord. I like I said, that her name's Ciment, if I pronounced it right. That kind of summarizes her brain currently. How thick can you get to not figure out that he was using you? And he had been married at the time he put the hit on her. Married with 2 kids. So anyway, this article sympathizes with it, with her point of view, that she changed her mind about it. But a lot of the comments are figuring, hey, there's nothing wrong with this. Well, hell, there's a lot wrong with it. And it was wrong then, and it's wrong now. But anyway, I'm rambling, and I'm going to end up running out of battery here. But there was just a few things that just frosted my butt, in the past few days. And this just caps it off, so that's it.